evening. In previous class, we can discuss on the topic of peripheral devices, peripheral interface A255. In today's class, we can discuss on the topic of RS232. It is an interface and a protocol between the DTE, that is data terminal equipment, and DCE, data communication equipment, using serial binary data exchange. Here, C is used for the current version. Universal asynchronous data receiver and transmitter UART attached in motherboard, used in connection with RS232 for transmitting data to any serial devices like modem or printer from its data terminal equipment interface. These electrical specifications are the voltages. There can be two states in the signal level of RS232C pins. And mark state, it is high bit, which is represented by binary 1 and have negative voltages. Its voltages limits for transmitting signal ranges from -5 to -15 volt. Its voltage limits for receiving signals ranges from -3 to -25 volt. Or a space state, it is the low bit, which is represented by binary 0 and have positive voltages. Its voltage limits for transmitting signal range from +5 to +15 volt. Its voltage limits for receiving signal ranges from +3 to +25 volt. Whereas its cables and wires, the maximum cable length for RS232C is equal to 15.24 meters, or equal to the capacitance of 2500 pf. Limits for the impedance of wire ranges from 3 ohms to 7 ohms. In data and slew rates, rate of data transmission through RS232C is up to 20 kbps. The rate of change in signal level, that is slew rate, is up to 30 volt per microsecond. The current range is from maximum current rating is 3 amps at the maximum operating voltage of 250 volt AC. In the RS232C requires 25 pin connectors for connecting the DTE and DCE. Here is the list of pins and signals of RS232C and connection between the DTE and DCE using drivers and receivers. First one is nothing but TXD and RXD is nothing but transmit data and receiving data on the DTE or the serial data lines. These lines have opposite function on a DCE. TXD sends outgoing data to DCE. RXD receives data incoming data from the DTE. Transmitting the data is through DCE, whereas receiving data is from DTE. RTS and TCTS. Transmitter activates the request to send when it requests to transmit data over the line. The line itself gets deactivated when the communication stops. Receiver activates the clear to send to tell the transmitter whether it is ready or not to receive the data. It remains active during the transmission. DTR and DSR. Through the data terminal ready line, DTE informs the DCE that it is in online mode and the process of communication can occur. The main task of data set ready signal is to inform that DCE is ready for communication. The DCD and DCE activates the data carrier detect in order to show that it has connected to DTE. When an incoming call on the telephone line is detected by the DCE, then the ring indicator gets activates. Before the actual data transfer, signals are transmitted from DTE to DCE in order to make connection by a process known as handshaking. Following is a sequence of signal handshaking. Initially, the computer activates RT signal to modem when data is transferred from computer to modem. Modem in turn activates the DCD and then the CTS gets activated. Computer then sends the data on TXD. After data transmission is completed, the computer deactivates the RTS, which causes the modem to deactivate the CTS. And what are the applications? However, most of the functions performed by the RS232C has been taken by the USB, but they are still successful in performing following applications. It is used in establishing communication between the computer and the embedded system. Due to its lower cost, it plays a vital role in CNC machines and servo controllers. Some microcontroller boards and PLC machines use RS232C. RS232C ports are used to communicate in headless system in the absence of any network connections. Many computerized numerical control systems contains RS232C port. The limitations are it cannot be used for chip-to-chip or chip-to-sensor device communication. It degrades the performance of the system in the presence of noise and requires shorter cables due to having common grounds between DTE and DCE. The cost of the system increases as RS232C interface needs separate transceiver chips. It performs degrades to short distance only when transfer speed is high. Thank you.